Welcome to Chris and Laura. Tonight we're going to make a fried chicken and mashed potato bowl. It's going to be mashed potatoes and corn and these fried chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
And we're going to make a white gravy to put over the top of it. So let's get started on our chicken. Our potatoes are almost done. Chris is gonna mash those up while we're working on this chicken.
Flavor City.
Okay, so what we have in this bowl, I have 2 large chicken breasts. They were about £1 a piece. They're boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and I cubed those up into just little bite-sized pieces. So after I cubed them up, I put them in the bowl, and I did salt and pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, and a little bit of crushed red pepper. And so I'm going to mix that up on them here. Could you grab me 2 eggs?
You need 2 eggs?
We've got our seasonings all mixed up on that chicken. So now we are going to crack 2 eggs.
Whee! That was the film
I
show.
caught it! Alright, I'm going to wash my hands real quick. Okay, so we've got those 2 eggs in there, so we're going to mix those around, make sure the chicken gets nice and coated in the egg. So we have the egg all mixed in there, and it's looking like a pretty gooey mess right now. But we are going to take, I have probably about 3 cups of flour in here, in this baggie. And then I have about 2 teaspoons of salt, about a 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper, about 1.5 teaspoons of onion powder, 1.5 teaspoons of paprika, 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder, and 1.5 teaspoons of black pepper. So we have all of that here in this bowl, and we're going to put that into our flour. And I also turned in this pot I have probably about a couple inches worth of canola oil in there that I'm warming up. I put it on, it's a fairly low heat. You don't want to get it too hot because then it'll burn and cook them too fast. And you don't want that. You don't want to burn your coating that's on there. So I have it on about a 3 on this stove. And we're letting that get up to temp to where it'll be hot enough to throw the chicken in there. But we'll just get all those seasonings mixed around into the flour really well. Alright, the flour changed colors, so that's a good sign. You want to make sure your flour's got flavor in it. I'm going to add a little bit more of all of them. So when you're seasoning up your flour, you really want to season it up well. And I kind of judge that on when I open the bag. If I can smell the seasonings, then I've probably got it seasoned up pretty good. But if I can't, and all I can smell is flour, I need to add more. So I've added more. Those are yummy. Alright, now I can smell it. Can you smell it?
Oh yeah, that's wonderful.
It smells like I got enough. Smell flavor in there?
Oh, I smell flavor. I smell Flavor City.
Alright, now we're going to take all of our chicken bits and we're going to put them right here in the baggie. Alright, so now we got all of our chicken bits in there. We're going to mix it all around with that flour.
You want these taters just left right here, babe? Or do you want them back on the stove?
That should be. Does that have hot water under it?
Yeah, I got a pot holder.
Okay. Yeah, that should be just fine.
All right, my dear. Well, I'm going to leave you alone. Later, folks, better pay attention. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah. All right, now we've got our chicken coated. We are going to put pieces into our hot oil here. Love you. You don't want to overcrowd your pan. Oops, making a mess. So I pretty much just covered the bottom of the pan. Okay, that's probably good enough for the first batch. Now I'm gonna get a few out onto a little plate so I don't have to be digging in here while I'm putting them in the oil. Get the next batch ready here. Alright, I've got a bowl here lined with some paper towels. These are looking just about done. So yeah, you got a lot, those 2 chicken breasts, it made quite a few of these little nuggets. So you really want to keep your oil at a low temp. Hot enough to fry it, but not hot enough to burn anything. Alright, I think these are done. Here's our little fried chicken nuggets. Just put them here on the paper towels. So in this bowl, I have a couple cups of some frozen sweet corn with some butter and salt, pepper, garlic powder, and parsley. I'm gonna just cook that in the microwave since the range top is pretty occupied. I'm gonna slip that in there for now. These little nuggets, though, they're so good. That super hot. Chicken's so hard to season. It just soaks it right up in there, so it really takes a lot to get the flavor in there. So seasoning it before the eggs on the chicken itself, and then in the flour, making it a really strong flavor, really comes through on the chicken. Shouldn't have to add anything to it. You know, frying these little chicken bites, it is kind of time consuming, but it is worth it. It's such a good meal. Last time we had it, we did it with rice, and that was really good too. But I knew it would be really good with mashed potatoes. Here we go, same golden color as the first batch. That's why you want to keep that fire kind of low. You don't want to get your oil too hot. I love the little crispies on fried chicken too. It's like the best part to me. Alright, so all of our chicken is done. It's all in this bowl. Well, it's not all in this bowl. We've been snacking. It's pretty good. But keeping the oil at that low temp made them all come out the same. You know, they all look the same. So that's the trick there. Keep your oil low. So now we have dumped out the excess oil that was in this pan that we fried the chicken in. And I have some of the little tidbits. The pan's really hot. I have some of the tidbits in the bottom of the pan still, and I threw about a tablespoon of butter in there. So now we are going to make some gravy. Okay, now we're going to take some of that flour that we mixed the chicken in. We're going to put some of that in the pan. Start out with about 3 tablespoons. And we're going to let that cook for a little bit. Cook all that flour and then the chicken bits that was in the flour. Cook all that up. Alright, so I think that's nice and bubbly now. Alright, I think we're toasted up good enough. We're going to start adding our milk to it. So we'll do just a little at a time. Alright, our gravy is starting to turn out the same color that our flour was. So we'll have all those same seasonings in there, the same flavor profile. Spent a good portion of my life cooking for 5 people, and now there's 3, and I still tend to cook like I'm cooking for 5. Alright, well we've got all of our parts done now. We're going to start off with mashed potatoes. Now we're going to do some corn. Now we'll throw chicken all over the top of that. The chicken bites. Alright, there's the chicken. Now we're going to do this gravy that we made.
Delicious.
There we are. Our fried, what would we call it? Popcorn chicken mashed potato bowl. It's delicious. Give it a try. I can put the recipe down below. But you want to try it?
Oh yes, let me try it.
That was a bunch. I was just edit that.
Since it's on the fork.
Hold on. Barbarian. Pretend to take a bite now.
The chicken's good, isn't it?
Mm.
It's delicious, actually. The gravy is amazing.
What's better, the mashed potatoes or the rice? The mashed potatoes? Definitely. You can't beat fried chicken and mashed potatoes. So, alright. I hope you enjoyed watching this. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.